thriller movies, they have to really, really have intensity. Movies like these can really do this. This movie kind of did, but not as better as it should have. So today, we're going to talk about 2012's House at the End of the Street. So this movie stars Jennifer Lawrence, Elizabeth Shue, Max Steriot, and some other people, probably. But these are the main ones. And this is about Jennifer Lawrence and Elizabeth Shue moving to a small town, and I guess Jennifer Lawrence finds out that an accident happened at the end of the street, and things happen, and then she meets Max Steriot's character, who's just a calm kid. I mean, he's just there. He's just calm. He's not like "Bah!" or anything yet, but thrilling stuff happens. Intensity happens with drama and all this other stuff, and I guess Max Steriot and Jennifer Lawrence kind of form a relationship, kind of, and things go down. Jennifer Lawrence is a great actress. She has shown it in her movie career. She's done The Hunger Games. She's done Winter's Bone. She's done American Hustle. She's done a good amount of other movies. She can prove her acting skills. And in this one, she's good. I mean, she's not bad. She's good. She's trying everything she can with the script. But with the movie itself, when I first heard about it, I didn't know what to expect. I mean, it looked boring and generic. Something that you've seen before. And we've seen movies like this before. Don't get me started, because I have. So, I actually have seen this movie with friends. And I was like, alright, I'm just going to watch it just to see how it's going to go. There are some good things in it. But overall, it's not a good movie. It's bad. Not terrible. There are some things in it that do work, and I will get to those. So let's start with the acting of the movie. It's actually decent, actually. Jennifer Lawrence is great in this movie. She tries her ass off at everything she can do. I mean, she can show it, but this is her weakest movie. But she does deliver to what she can with this script. Elizabeth Shue, she's okay. I mean, her acting is just there. It's nothing special. It's something that you've seen before. Max Steriot, he's alright as well. I mean, he's not bad, he's decent. And it surprised me because another movie he was in, if you know who I'm talking about, yep, that's what he was in. But, all the acting, it's all around decent. I mean, not horrible overall, but overall decent. Dialogue's not good, though. And you expect that because this is a generic-ass thriller that you've seen before. So, I mean, don't expect much from that because this is what you're going to get, though. I mean, this movie, it's... How can I say this? It's something you've seen before. It's something that you have seen good amount of times, mixed with other movies. And I can't think of some, but if you know what they are, then okay. But as I've seen from movies without titles I can think of, you've seen it before. I mean, you can think of any name at the top of your head for a movie, you've seen it before. I mean, don't make it so obvious as it is. And it gets boring, honestly, a little bit. And what's sad about it is because the drama. The drama and just living life, you've seen it before. And I'm just sitting there waiting for it to happen. And for some reason, Jennifer Lawrence and Max Steriot kind of form a relationship almost. Now, it's not bad. I just didn't care. I mean, it was just one of those movies where I was like, alright, just do what you're going to do best. I mean, you're going to do it anyway, so just do it and get it done. And for the movie overall, I was just sitting there. It's generic. I mean, it really is generic. Most of the movie, for the first 2 acts, I was like, nothing special. You've seen this shit before. And dialogue's really cringy at times, especially for when Jennifer Lawrence and Max Steriot talk to each other. It's so cringy at times. I don't know if most people just don't notice it. Maybe it's just me that notices it. But I noticed it and I was like, oh God, here we go. This is definitely what we're getting ourselves into. But I was just, at times I was like, or cringy. I mean, not bad, just cringy, guys. Come on now. And then, I mean, there's not really many people in this movie except, like I said, the main 3 and some other people. I mean, this is a small cast. And the main three, like I said, are Jennifer Lawrence, Olivia Shue, and Max Theriot. And I mean, there's also a thing that reviewers have talked about, and I noticed it. I'm like, well, there's a I guess this talent thing that's coming on, and apparently Jennifer Lawrence's character can play the guitar. I was like, that's just showed up out of nowhere. Like, what's the purpose of that? It doesn't really. They don't explain that for some reason, I guess, and it's just there. But there's also the story of Max Theriot's character, to where his sister, was just vanished. Someone took her and everything. His parents were gone for some reason and all that. And I'll talk about that in a little bit without spoiling it. But it does it decent. And Max Theriot's character at first, he's calm. Like I said, he's just there. He's just acting like a normal person. You're like, oh, this is a good kid. And for his acting for this movie, he was doing all right. I mean, I'm surprised because I think, if I'm correct, he was in that one movie. Oh boy, if you know what I'm talking about, yes, he was in My Soul to Take. That's not a good movie, not at all. And apparently, he was also in after 2015's Point Break. Oh yeah, that's also a thing. He was also in Jumper. Well, but My Soul to Take. Oh god, that movie. That's pretty bad. He does good in this one, actually, and I'm surprised, despite the character motivation. I think that these characters kind of flesh out. For Max Theriot, they kind of flesh them out just a little bit. Jennifer Lawrence, they try, but not enough. But, I mean, talking about the movie overall, I mean, it's kind of hard, but let's talk about the thrill in itself. The jump scares, they're there. They're generic as hell. They're stupid. And I expected it, because thriller movies do that too. And, I mean, you're seeing Jennifer Lawrence walking around in a house, finding something or something like that. And it's kind of ridiculous where there's nothing going on and there's no sound or music going through all the time. And you just see Jennifer Lawrence walking around in a room or in a house or whatever it is. And you get some jump scares and all that. I'm like, God, here we go. I expected this to happen. And I mean, it's wow. It happens. But I will say that there's a twist at the end of the movie in the third act, and I actually thought, without spoiling it, because I don't want to spoil this, actually, I actually thought it was pretty good. And I was surprised. I was like, holy shit, that was pretty good. I mean, the way they're doing stuff in the movie with some people, and the way this twist occurs, I was surprised. That was the most surprising thing to this movie. It was a pretty good twist. I was like, wow. But, I mean, it doesn't make it a good movie still, because it's so generic as hell. It's a movie that you've seen plenty of times before, but, I mean, with all the shit going on, it's generic, it's boring. I mean, the pacing is kind of awkward. It's on and off in times. I mean, it's just doing it. And, I don't know. I mean, the first act, it's setting it up. Second act, it's just stuff going on. There's not stuff going on. It's a mixed bag. And the third act, I actually thought it was pretty good, honestly. But, I mean, it's going to be really low and grain, because it's just there. I mean, what else do I need to say? I mean, that's all I can say mostly, is it's something that you've seen before. And, wow. But that chemistry between these two as characters, they do pretty good. And forming this relationship thing, like I said, I just didn't really care that much. Maybe it's just because we've seen forming relationships before that do this. It just didn't work, in my opinion. It was just like, kind of don't care. And I feel bad because, like I said, this is Jennifer Lawrence on the screen. I don't know. Maybe it's just me saying that, but hey, it's what it is, I guess. But overall, House ended at the end of the street. Wow, I messed that up. So overall, House at the end of the street is still bad, but not terrible, because there are some things that do deliver it. Some of the acting is pretty good, especially from Jennifer Lawrence and Max Theriot. Elizabeth Shue is okay. The dialogue is on and off. It's kind of bad, though. But some of the thrilling there is there. Some of it's not. Things happen. Things don't. But the third act, the twist, was pretty good. And I was watching it. I actually didn't take my eyes off the screen because it was so cool to watch it. But it's still a bad movie, though, because it's a movie that's generic, boring. You've seen it a million times before. You can name it from any other movie. You've seen this before. That's kind of sad, guys. It's kind of disappointing. And I actually was kind of disappointed with the movie, and I didn't expect it to be this disappointing. But overall, I'm gonna give House at the End of the Street a D plus. It's not. It's a movie that you can sit there and just watch it if you have nothing else to do. Go. I mean, it's just there. It's a thing you can watch for the background, but still not a good movie. The twist really did help, and it kind of helped the motivation of the story, honestly, and some of the backstory or something. But other than that, you've seen it before, though. I mean, what else do you want me to say? So, but that is the review for House at the End of the Street. And until then, peace out.